Launch day to Tiny Tweaks Happy Life. Boy, this has been a long time coming. And to celebrate the launch of my very first book, Tiny Tweaks Happy Life, I am inviting some of my favorite friends online to come and share with me some of their favorite tiny tweaks. So I'm going to go ahead and invite my very first guest. She's very special. She's my right-hand gal here at Simple Purposeful Living. So give me just a second. As you're hopping on, go ahead and let me know. Are you joined? So she's gonna hop on here. But did you just see in stories that Christian Book is offering it for $13.79 right now? So if you want to get a copy for a friend, or you're like, I want to get a physical copy. Hi, Keri.
Hey, Erin.
Oh, it's so good to see you. I feel like we're like letting them into our conversation we have, just the two of us, when we talk about all things simple, purposeful living.
I agree. I agree.
So Keri is a wife, a mom. She is my right-hand gal, all things. Like you're wired differently than me in all the best ways. So you keep everything going behind the scenes. So we have so much to thank Keri for. But anything else you want people to know, like how amazing, I mean, I think you're amazing, but anything else you want people to know about you?
Well, yeah, you pretty much summed everything up. I absolutely love working with you. I love your mission, and my heart is always to encourage moms to live intentionally. So I feel like with my passion for that and your mission combined, it just works great together.
And we're both coming like out of a hiatus of Instagram lives. I go, I don't know the last time I did one. We had to talk to each other right before we came on. Like, how do we do this again?
Yes, I could not remember how to do it.
And I told Keri this morning, she texted me, and I said to her, I go, so full disclosure, we had the repairman here for the dishwasher. It's running after 5 days of no dishwasher. And I have one down with a really nasty stomach bug that came on last night. So if I hear mom out of the corner, just know that that's what's going on. And I love what you said. You're like, isn't that the most mom relatable content ever? Like life is unexpected,
It's
even on
real
launch day.
life. Yep, mom life is full of unexpected things every single day.
Oh, and we need our friends to remind us of the truth and help us to keep going. So I appreciate you. Okay, so somebody said they literally paused the audiobook to tune into this live.
Oh,
So
I love that.
and you said you got your copy. Actually, my
Yes, I have it right here.
oh my gosh,
I
it's
was
so
so
cool to see
excited.
people holding it. So okay, so the point of these lives is I want people to see that this isn't just theory, that tiny tweaks actually do help simplify life and make more space for joy, which is why I wrote the book. So, Keri, I have 3 questions for you that I gave you ahead of time. So,
Yes,
are
you
you
did.
ready to dive in?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Keri, what is a tiny tweak that you've made recently that's made your life easier or more joyful?
Yes. So I was thinking about this and it took me a little bit, but then I realized I think the biggest change that I've made recently is to stop taking my phone with me to bed at night. And I know
Mm.
that you have talked about this, and I would still just bring it to my bed and not really think about it. I would bring it to bed just to double check my alarm, but then I would always get sucked into social media or emails or just endless scrolling, and it really was not helpful. So I started putting it down, and I would bring my Kindle or a book with a little book light, which you can get on Amazon for like $6. They're not that expensive. So then you can just read before bed and then put your book down. And my mind feels so much more peaceful going to bed that way rather than scrolling or looking through to-do list or whatever else.
Do you find that you go to bed on time or closer to when you want to go versus when you were scrolling on your phone?
Oh, definitely. I mean, sometimes a book will really suck me in and it'll be a struggle, but most of the times I'm really tired anyways, so I'm ready to go to sleep. So I feel like I go to bed so much better and just with my mind at such more peace than rather if my mind is full of news or random people's thoughts and everything.
Yeah, especially right now, just with so
Yes.
much heaviness in the world, not doing that right before bed is, yeah, definitely a good tiny tweak. And I'm the same as you. Like if it's like the last fourth of a book, I'm in trouble because I'll probably stay up way too late. But
Yeah.
most of the time,
That has
I'll,
definitely happened.
yes, I love that. So okay, so you talked about taking your phone to bed because of the alarm. Do you still use your phone for your alarm? And was there a tiny tweak that you had to make there as a result?
I do have an alarm clock and I have been using that some, but I also will just plug up my phone or just have it setting on the nightstand next to the bed. So it's not even like close to me. Like it's usually on my husband's nightstand. So I'd have to reach over him to get it. So, and then I have my alarm set that way. So, and I did a reoccurring alarm. You can do that on your phone, and it's just Monday through Friday. It works out great. It's reoccurring, so I don't have to double check it.
Okay, so lots of little tiny tweaks right in there. I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, and more sleep, more time for reading, because people are always asking me, like, I want to be a reader. When do I
Hmm.
fit it in? I'm a before bed reader, and now you
Yeah.
are too. Are you
Yeah.
finding you're reading more as a result?
Oh, definitely. Way more. Way more.
So not only are we simplifying our life, we're making space for more of what matters, which is my favorite kind of
Exactly.
tweak.
Exactly. Adding in hobbies that you want to do that you think you don't have time for, but most of the time you do have time for them.
Yep, just get creative. I love that. Okay, so I always ask people, what is something we should ask ourselves before we start anything? Is there something that you do before you start anything?
Hmm. I was thinking a lot about this, and I think one thing that's helpful is to ask myself, is this the priority to be doing right now? Because
Hmm.
sometimes I can get caught up in something that probably isn't the priority at the moment, or during the day when my kids are at school, it's good for me to think like, what are the things that I need to get done for work right now when I have uninterrupted time? And then in the evening time, my floors are always dirty. I have 3 kids, 3 dogs. It's constant. And sometimes I can get so into like clean up the house in my evening routine that I'll forget the priority right now is, do I need to check in on one of my kids? See if they need to process through something. Is there something else that I could be doing that's more the priority?
That's so good. And such a good tiny tweak to get in the habit of just saying, what is the priority right now? Because
Hmm.
I can be, I've been known to, I shared with my sister yesterday, I have a hard time landing the plane, right? I'll start
Yeah.
something and then it's like squirrel, oh, over here, right?
Oh,
And just
yeah.
that reminder of getting back to, okay, what is the priority? It's so simple, but again, so helpful and so profound. Such a good
Oh,
reminder.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the last question I am curious about, because part of the tiny tweaking, and we kind of covered on it a little bit because you said you're
Hmm.
reading more, but part of tweaking our way to a life we love is finding space for tiny joys. So I have to know, what is a tiny joy that you are appreciating right now, especially with this cold, cold weather?
Yes, it has been very cold here for South Carolina too. So, I mean, I'm freezing still, I feel like. But so I would say hot coffee. But something I've really been enjoying lately is just when we have our oldest is a junior in high school. And so I have definitely been a little bit more sentimental lately, thinking about next year is his senior year. And so there's a lot of like thoughts that you start thinking of as a mom. And obviously, having 3 kids that are preteens and teens, life just gets a lot fuller and our evenings look a lot different. So, family dinners don't always happen quite as often. So, a tiny joy that I've been appreciating is when we have those moments, just the 5 of us at the table together. They're just so special and so important and meaningful. And so, I've just really, truly been enjoying those moments lately.
I think for we're in a similar, my son's right behind you. He's a
Hmm.
sophomore. And I shared on a podcast, family dinners when they were little were chaotic. You were just trying to get people to eat. Now I'm just trying to see if there's going to be enough food for me to eat.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes.
But
Yes.
like you said, I think a mindset tweak that I have made in this season is exactly what you said. This idea of like, it might not be every night,
Hmm.
but cherishing the nights that we do have and not being sad about what is not, but being
Yes.
glad for what is. And sometimes we just
Exactly.
need
Exactly.
that
Because some
reminder.
nights it's like everyone's getting dinner when they can, and it's more of just someone's eating at this time, someone's eating a little later. But then the nights that we are all together, they're just so special, and just you choose to savor them and say like, this was a really sweet moment. They're never perfect. I mean, there's going to be moments, even as teenagers, kids get emotions and mood swings and everything, but just still taking advantage of those moments together.
I agree. Getting everyone around the table. Okay, friends. Well, you got a glimpse into why Simple Purposeful Living is extra special because Keri is behind the scenes doing all of the amazing things that she does. She is in South Carolina, and I told her one of my 2026 goals is that we are getting together in
Yes.
person this year.
I can't wait.
Oh, Keri, you are a delight. Make sure that you follow along with Keri. You've got a lot of things cooking yourself. You've got a conference coming up that you put on
Yes, I
every
do.
year. Okay,
Hmm.
how many days? Like, are we like,
Just less than 2 months now.
okay. And it's called Bloom, and you have been doing
Yes.
this for 6 years? Eight?
This is our ninth year.
Oh my gosh. Upside down six. Nine.
Yeah.
Nine. Okay,
Yeah.
9 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very
Uh,
exciting.
so exciting. Okay, Keri. Well, I won't keep any more of your time because I know you're probably off to carpool line. Are you taking a book with you today?
Of course, I always am.
What are you reading?
I am currently reading Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, I think his last name is. He wrote Baritone, which I heard a lot of people talking about last year.
Okay, you'll have to keep us posted.
I will.
All right. Well,
Thank you
thank you
so
for.
much, Erin. Very proud of you.
Oh, thank you. And I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good.
Bye,
Bye.
friends.